Hello. Today we're going to look at the box method for division. We're going to look at this in the case of single digit and two-digit division. So first we start with our problem, which is 624 divided by 3. Well, as the box method implies, it involves a box. So let's start with our box. I like to not put the end of my box because I don't know if I'm going to need to extend it based on the size of the sections that I make. Now we put our divisor right on the outside, so we're dividing by 3. And then we are dividing our dividend, 624. We start with that right at the top of our box right there. So that's our first section that we're going to do. So now, what I think of is what's the largest number, or what's an easy number I can multiply by 3, and I can subtract from my 624. So I don't want a number that would go too large, because then I'd go into the negatives. So, for example, I could take out 100. So I could multiply by 100. So 3 multiplied by 100, that would be 3 hundredths. And that would leave me 324. Well, now that number goes at the top of the next section of the box. So I got to keep going until this remainder, what I have left here, either is 0, which means it goes in with no remainder, or if I have a number in here smaller than my divisor, that means I have a remainder. So 3 into 324, well, I can go another 100 times. And I know that's 300. And so 4, 2, and then a 0. And now that number goes at the top of the rest of my box there. I'm going to go ahead and close that in. And now I know 3 multiplied by 8 is 24, subtracting 0. So that means I'm done and I have no remainder. So now I just need to add up my parts here. 100 plus 100 plus 8 is 200s and 8 ones. So 208. So that tells me that 624 divided by 3 is 208. So that's how we could use the box method for dividing by a single digit divisor. So now let's look at a two-digit divisor. Okay. So let's look at the problem. 776 divided by 22. Okay, so just like before, we're going to draw our box. I like to leave it open, dividing by 22. Okay, and then put our dividend right there in top. Let's switch our colors here again. So now again, I want to go quickly and easily, so I'm going to go 10. Well, I know 22 multiplied by 10 is 220. Then I'm going to subtract 6 minus 0, 7 minus 2, 7 minus 2, so I have 556 left. All right. Well, I'm going to keep with that 10, 220. So that leaves me with 336 remaining. Put my 336. I'm going to go with my 10 again. 116. Now what that tells me right there, I'm going to keep extending my box, is I can't take another 220 away. I don't have that left there. So now I need to look. Well, I know if 22 multiplied by 10 was 220, then half, 22 multiplied by 5 would be half of 220, which is 110. If you didn't know that, you could just take a different amount away, like 22 times 2 is 44. So now subtract 6 minus 0, 1, 1, so 0, 0. And see, I have this 6. Well, if you look, the 6 is smaller than my divisor, so I'm not going to be able to keep going, so I'm done. I'm going to circle that so I don't forget it. Now I'm going to add these together. So 10, 20, 30, 5. And now, remember, this is what I had remaining, so that's remainder 6. So 35, remainder 6. Thank you.